investigation into Biden, into Hunter Biden, right? I mean, he's going to be the vote that goes against President Trump. He's made that clear.
Yeah, but this should not be about politics. Any elected official that uses their office or has their children who uses their office to get economic gain, where you're getting $50,000 a month, how many Americans don't make that in a year? And you have no experience whatsoever. And the only reason you have that job is because of your father, and your father withholds money to a country to change the investigation of the people that hired you? The Democrats should be the first person investigating this. All they've done with their majority is investigate. But the only place they wouldn't investigate is Joe Biden, because they care about politics instead of the rule of law.
Does anyone want to tell him? Because to be clear here, Kevin McCarthy is railing against people who, and I quote, the only reason that they have that job is because of their father. And look, I know he's talking about Hunter Biden here, but does Kevin McCarthy know that Trump has several adult children making more money than Hunter Biden could make in several lifetimes as a direct result of their father's job as president? Because I'm not sure he does, and if that's the case, he just made himself look really, really stupid on national television. And if he does, then he just made himself look like a huge hypocrite. And after saying them out loud, I'm pretty sure it's both. And look, this is not to say that Republicans can't look into Hunter Biden. It is a free country, and if they want to squander their time on an investigation that'll go nowhere, that's their prerogative. Because remember, A, when Joe Biden called for the ouster of the corrupt Ukrainian prosecutor, Viktor Shokin, he wasn't doing so to protect his son, he was backing a priority of the entire West, of the US government, the EU, the IMF, anti-corruption advocates in Ukraine, and even Senate Republicans, some of whom are still serving today. B, Shokin was not investigating Burisma, so it's not like there was any ongoing investigation that would have ended with his ouster. And in fact, a new prosecutor would have actually increased the likelihood of scrutiny on Burisma. But most importantly, C, the alleged corruption that took place at Burisma that's at the heart of all of this took place before Hunter Biden even joined the board in 2014. So again, if Republicans want to pull another Benghazi and squander millions of taxpayer dollars for an investigation that amounts to nothing, then go ahead. Because there is nothing that Democrats would like more than to finally get the green light to investigate the children of corrupt politicians. Let's investigate how Jared and Ivanka themselves made $82 million just last year alone, including $3.9 million from Ivanka's stake in the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C., which has become a way station for foreign dignitaries looking to curry favor with the president. And that includes the Saudis booking 500 rooms to the tune of $270,000 just after Trump's election. Let's investigate how Ivanka has been granted a total of 23 trademarks from the Chinese government during Trump's term, including one for voting machines, which doesn't seem entirely above board. Let's investigate how Ivanka has used the White House to hawk branded products, including when a press release was issued to journalists promoting her gold bracelet, which cost as much as $10,800, or her outfit from her RNC speech, which she wasted no time in turning into an advertisement, or any of the other myriad of ways she's promoted her clothing line that brought her more than $5 million just last year alone. Let's investigate how Jared Kushner's company bought 666 Fifth Avenue for $1.8 billion just prior to the 2008 economic crash and expectedly became a massive financial burden on the company. A $1.4 billion mortgage was due in February of 2019, so Kushner appealed to Qatar for investment help, which he did not receive. Kushner then vocally supported a blockade on Qatar in what some saw as retaliation. Ultimately, a firm did bail them out, and its largest investor, Qatar. And surprise, no more vocal calls in support of any blockades. In fact, only days ago, it was revealed that Kushner sold his stake in a company called Cadre. It helps investors invest in Opportunity Zone projects offering tax breaks that he himself pushed for in Washington. Kushner purchased his holding 3 years ago when it was valued at least $5 million and just sold it for between $25 and $50 million. Kevin McCarthy definitely won't like that. Let's investigate how Don Jr. and Eric now control the Trump Organization, which they pledged would have no new foreign deals while their dad was in office. And yet, rather than no new foreign deals, they've sold more than $100 million worth of real estate. And that includes a $33 million stake in a federally subsidized housing complex, which had to be approved by HUD Secretary Ben Carson, $3.2 million worth of land in the Dominican Republic, and more than $1 billion worth of luxury residential units in India built by the Trump org. And look, I could go on from now until eternity, but I'm pretty sure you get the point. So while I understand that Kevin McCarthy must be pretty steamed about Hunter Biden making 50 grand, I'm assuming that means he also doesn't think it's a great look when the Trump kids are raking in millions. Unless, of course, he doesn't mind when they do it, but that would just make him a partisan hack, and that couldn't possibly be the case.